welcome to your core and balance workout, dumbbell 1.5. What you'll need today is something to roll out your upper back. So I have my foam roller. You're gonna need a light and a medium pair of weights. I have 10 and 15. I do have a yoga block. This is more to help with demonstrating the one-legged RDL. But so you don't need it, but I have that there, and if you find it helpful, maybe you use something similar. You don't need water, but it's always nice to have. And this is a timed workout, so I have my little timer next to me. Tabata workout, this workout is all based off of your core, the front and the back side, and some of your glutes. And it's balanced, so we're gonna be doing some stuff that might be forcing you to work a little bit more on your balance, and that's on purpose. A Tabata workout means that you do the same exercise, a set number of sets, and then you move on to the next one. So I call it a one and done. Once you're done with that workout, you move it and you don't come back to it. So we're gonna go through a total of 6 exercises, 4 times each. The total workout itself is 20 minutes. This is a great workout to integrate to help with your core, and also something to do before a long or a hard ride. So maybe on a Friday, this is the workout that you do to keep you going and keep your strength up, but it doesn't hinder your ride the next day. With that said, be very mindful of the weight and what you do. You don't want to mess anything up and get yourself injured. So just be mindful of the weight that you do and the movement. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and we're gonna foam roll our upper back. Yeah, this is always a beautiful introduction for mobility in your upper back. So what I do, my hips are down, the weight starts at the base of my shoulder blades, and I hold my head and drop my elbows towards the ground. Then from there, you can put your weight into your feet and then roll up towards top of your shoulder blades and then back over. Some people like to do this fast. I tend to find more benefit by moving slow, using my breath and letting that kind of soften the body. One more time. Take some deep breaths. Just going all the way up and down. Awesome. All right, rolling up. And we're going to start kind of cross-legged. We're just going to do a couple of lengthening through our shoulders and our side of our waist. So bring your right arm all the way up and reach over. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Leaning forward. So stretch your arm forward. Drop your chin towards your chest. Hands on your knees. Breathe in. Look up. Roll your shoulders down away from you. All right. Turn chin to your chest. Bring your chin to the right, all the way over. Chin across your chest to the left. So nice, right? Okay, so here's where our exercises quickly, just a little sneak peek. Side plank, right leg, we're gonna do 2 on the right, 2 on the left. We're gonna do heel to toe crunch. So a little crunch, then we're gonna do bird dog. We can do that on our toes or our knees. We can have a discussion about that. We're gonna do one-legged RDL. So we're gonna be on our feet for that one. We're gonna do kneeling overhead press. Love that exercise. A little bit of lower body, upper body, but again, a lot of core there and balance, and then reverse crunch. So once I hit start, we're gonna go. So with side plank, we're gonna do this on our forearm, and I'm gonna show you both on your knees and on your toes. It's 30 seconds on, 15 seconds of rest. So it's gonna go by kind of fast. The rest may be longer than you're used to, but enjoy it. When it's time to go on, it's engagement. So use that recovery quickly to transition. In between each exercise, we get an extra 30 seconds. That gives me a chance to explain it and you a chance to get ready. All right? So let's go ahead and start on our right forearm. We're gonna do 2 on this side, and then we'll do 2 on the other side. All right, on your mark. So sitting up, right elbow right up below your right shoulder. I'll show you starting with the kneeling. So let's get the weights out of the way so you can see a little better. All right, here we go. On your mark, get set, and go. All right, so I'm demonstrating first with my knee down. Everything is is lined up. Shoulder, knee, and foot, all in one parallel line. Lift that right hip as high as you can. If this is okay, then you're gonna extend the right leg. And right now I have my legs kind of like in a scissored position. So keep pressing into the right shoulder, lift the right hip. Getting there, 3 seconds. All right, and rest. We got a 15-second rest. I'm going to double up my mat because my forearm is hard on the ground, so I'm just gonna add a little extra padding here. All right, here we go. 3, 2, there we go. All right, so stacking up the shoulder stack on top of the shoulder. Try not to drop into your shoulder here with your ear towards the bottom shoulder. You're really reaching up. Lift that side of your waist, getting those obliques. Breathe, smile. It helps, I promise you. If it's too much, you can always drop your back knee. That's an option. 5 seconds. Almost there. There you go. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So if you need to pad up your forearm, please do that. We got 8 seconds. So again, decide on if you want to have bent knee or straight legs. Here we go. Stack up everything. You can even extend that arm if you like to. The main thing is not that arm extended, it's how are you engaging that shoulder, the side of your waist. The legs are engaged, so whether your knees are on the ground or your feet, squeeze. And let's go ahead and lift another inch. Almost there. Strong abs. There we go. And then rest. So put the weight, the timer there. The green means rest, the red means we're going. So we have 4 seconds. 3, 2, here we go. Good. Scoop the tailbone. Sometimes on the side plank, sometimes the tendency is to kind of pull the hips back. So just keep pressing the hips forward, kind of leaning back with the shoulders. Lift the hips about an inch. We got about 5 seconds. Oh yeah. Almost there. There we go. Okay, so that was 4 exercises of our side plank. So now we move on to the next one, which is a heel toe crunch. For this workout, you'll need a weight. 5 pound works really well. I have a 10 pound here, so I'll use that. That's our little break. So the heel toe crunch, we'll do 2 with the right leg on top, 2 with the left leg on top. So you'll start by bringing the right heel on top of the left toe. Make sure the back is drawn in towards the floor. Place the weight into your left hand. If you cannot, tuck your tailbone under, bend your knees a little bit more. Okay, left hand is up, right heel on top. My knees are bent a lot because it really is a lot to put my lower back to the ground. Okay, here we go. Exhale, reaching up. So my head is supported by my right hand. I'm lifting the shoulder blades off the mat. I'm not rolling all the way up into a full crunch. Keep pulling the tailbone under. Good. So you're reaching up. It's not that the shoulder is reaching higher than the rest of the body. The shoulder is actually engaged into the rest of the body. Okay, small break. Keep that same leg on top. Again, so if you put your hand behind your back, there shouldn't be any gap at all. All right, here we go. Round 2. Exhale as you come up, lift as high as you can, your shoulder blades up and lower. And breathe. So once you're in motion, not much more to cue other than keep pressing, tucking that tailbone under and lifting up. Imagine lifting the weight, the chest, the shoulder blades all at the same time. Good. Okay, switching legs. All right, so sometimes the right and left are different, so make sure your back is into the floor, right hand, weight is in your right hand. Take a breath. Here we go. And reach. so good. So even though you might have a fun ride tomorrow with a group, or you have a hard workout, this exercise routine is so awesome. Like you'll feel it, but you'll feel it in one of those good ways. Like, oh, I feel my abs working. And so they won't leave you debilitated. Okay, let's go ahead and rest. We got one more of those. Heel toe crunch. It's kind of a fun exercise that not a lot of people know about, but I think it's quite powerful. So hope you're enjoying this heel toe crunch. Kind of a funny name. Okay. It's kind of like crunch meets dead bug, all those two together. It's an awesome workout. Really helps articulate that spine. Good, check in, tailbone scooped. Oh, timer's off. Okay, gosh, time flies by. Okay, so that is its first 2 of 6 exercises. And the next one is bird dog. So this is one of the main ones for the back side of the body. I'll start with the first one on my knees and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, well, so we have a little extra time. Let's go get a sip of water, it's always nice. So bird dog is a great exercise for the back side of the body. No matter if you're doing it on your toes or on your heels, you want to think of length. So the arm and the leg are really reaching out. So, and then while you're doing that, make sure that your lower back doesn't sink. You're pulling in the whole time. Okay, so the first one on my knees. So reach. And reach. And you can always use a mirror. You want to make sure that your leg and your arm are parallel to the floor. So if you notice that your leg's down here, bring it up a little bit higher. Same thing with the arm. Sometimes the arm will overcompensate. So again, very mindful movement. I love this one because you can't really get yourself hurt, but just notice that your glutes are engaged, your hamstring, you're getting all those muscles on the backside. Okay, you ready? You can do it again that way. I'm going to show you how to do it on your toes instead of on your knees. So with this, separate your feet a little bit wider. Okay, remember, it's the length that matters. So reach your left arm, left leg and right arm, reach, and then switch. So now you can see how the balance part comes in, why I call it core balance. And if you're like, gee, I don't get it, just keep trying. I promise you, if you're not getting the balance, just start by bringing your right hand up and then work your way up. All right. Oh, not easy. I like it too because it's not really a chest exercise, but you can see how it is in a shoulder because you really have to stabilize. So let's do that again. Again, you choose where you're at. Here we go. Press into your left hand, reach your right arm and your left leg up. And then do the same thing, right hand down. Switch. So you switch, I like to find my balance, hold, and then switch to the other side. That is a lot harder than it looks, right? So anyway, if you're finding it hard, I'm right there with you. But all better for it. Here we go. Last one. Reach. Long lines. 10 seconds. All right. Holy moly. So good. Okay, 3 exercises down. Okay, so now we have the RDL. I love this. Okay, I need all the time to explain this one. So I'm going to use the block. And the reason why is that we're gonna do a leg, it's very similar to bird dog in that your leg is up, but We're gonna have the left foot down, the weight's gonna be in our right hand, and we're gonna hinge forward. As you can see, I'm pretty level. A lot of times what people do is they'll reach the weight and their body will adjust, which kind of translates all into your back. No bueno. So the weight keeps you honest, and make sure you stop where you need to. Holy crap. Okay, here we go. Okay, so weight's in my right hand, hinge forward. I'm just gonna stop at the weight, come up. Reach forward, try not to extend through your shoulder. So I'll show you here. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to let your arm drop. You want to have the shoulder drawn in towards your body and hinge forward. So we're going to do 2 on the left leg, 2 on the right. Okay, so what do you think, right? Pretty intense. I'm going to show it from the other angle. And if you lose your balance, it's okay, you know, dab your foot. All good. Here we go. So keep your gaze on one thing in front of you. So as you come down, the back leg comes up. As you stand, squeeze the left glute. So the left glute, the leg that you're standing on, is the one that is really getting the workout. Hinge forward, back is flat. Squeeze all the way up, and then lower and squeeze. So you can kind of tell that the bird dog and this, there was a reason for that, right? You can kind of feel that muscle. Like the bird dog kind of warmed you up for this one. That was on purpose. Okay, right leg, same thing, right? Or sorry, you're balancing on your right leg. And this left arm is engaged, and this is gonna stop you. So get ready. Here we go. Discombobulated here. All right, this side's a little harder for me. Hinge forward, come up, squeeze. Hinge forward. Squeeze, stop. Keeping your gaze steady is going to be one of the best ways to work on your balance. Also, be patient with yourself. Balance comes with practice. It doesn't just come naturally. So if you find that you're off balance, just be patient and keep working on it. Here we go, last one. Get set. So if you've never done Tabata, welcome to Tabata. This is one type of way to use it. There's a way to use it where it's more of a higher intensity workout. You can also do Tabata on the bike. So you may see this word around town, but the general idea is that you're resting for half the amount of time. Typically you're doing 8 rounds of the same exercise. Can you believe it? I do 4. I think that's good. All right, so that is the RDL. We're gonna get that out of the way. We got 2 more exercises. We got the kneeling overhead press, and then we have reverse crunches. So for the kneeling press, especially if you have a mat, if you don't have a mat, maybe grab something to kneel on. We're gonna kneel on our left knee, right foot's forward. When you do this, you kind of have your weight right over that knee. Sorry, then you go right over that foot. Kind of like you were gonna stand on it. That's actually a really good analogy. So you should almost feel like you're gonna stand up on it. That's how much weight and energy. I want you to squeeze your glutes. Okay, weight is in your left hand. Use whatever weight feels right for you. You're gonna do about 8 to 10 reps in this 30 seconds. Again, imagine trying to stand up on that right leg. If the weight's too heavy, go ahead and drop to a lighter weight or pick a lighter weight next time. Squeeze. I know that the legs aren't together, but imagine them kind of scissoring towards each other. So imagine the left knee and the right heel are kind of magnetically pulling each other together. Okay, I'm gonna drop to 10 pounds. That was a little much for me for that much weight. Get ready, we're gonna do the same arm. Let's go. All right, so scissor the legs. If you want, so the idea behind this workout was balance. So with the one leg in, keep bringing the leg in front of that back knee. Instead of going heavier, kind of work more on your balance. Breathe, reach. Oh yeah. Okay, yikes. That was good. Good stuff there. All right, so switch to the other knee. Left foot forward. Let's go ahead and bring that left foot pretty much right in front of the back knee. Shift your weight forward, heel down. Let's go. So we'll do 2 on this side. Again, you're right. The back, this front heel is pressed down. Glutes are squeezed. Drop and press. Drop, press. How's the core? You can even like put your hand on your abs. Notice all the core muscles being engaged. Press. 1 more second. Yes, awesome. There you go. Okay. Oh, I guess we only did 1. Okay, 1 more. My bad. And then after that, we have 1 more core exercise. All right, here we go. 3, 2. Okay. Good focus here. So in riding, especially mountain biking, downhilling, and gravel, even road bike, sometimes you go down hills, or a lot of times you go down hills, and one leg's in front, or you need to grab a water bottle or reach behind your back. A lot of things happen with your weight shifted in through your body. You want to have a lot of control through your hips, through your waist. This is a great exercise for that. All right, reverse crunch. Last one. So good. So we started with abs, we're going to end with abs. So the reverse crunch is kind of fun because a few little nuances about it. So we did a crunch where we lifted our shoulder blades, right? So this one lifts up our tailbone. The head stays down. So with this one, the reason why it's a nuance, it's essentially a pelvic tilt with your legs up. So if you have a pelvic tilt and you lift your legs, there goes your legs come up with it. So we'll do the first one with that kind of a focus, and then I'll show you a few ways to make it a little bit more intense. Okay, so bring your knees right over your hips. Rest your hands by your side. Tuck the tailbone, and just notice how the legs, how that tailbone tucking moves your legs, just so. Okay, right, not too bad. So you're not just engaged, you're separating the movement of the legs with the movement coming from your core. So make sure the core is initiating the movement. Okay, so now let's allow the legs to drop a little bit. Oh, there's Rick. So that's the tailbone tucked under. Really, really good to break that apart to make sure that when you do reverse tilt crunch, you're initiating from your core. Otherwise, you're going to use a lot of your legs. Okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and extend the legs a little bit to extend it more. You can always come back to bent knee, tuck the tailbone, and now start to lower the legs. Now that adds an extra strain on your abs. Pull the knees towards you and then tuck the tailbone and then start to lower. All right, draw the knees slowly in, tuck the tailbone, and then lower. Now, if you notice that your tailbone or your lower back lifts up a lot, I recommend keeping the knees bent as you lower them. Okay, that's number 2. We got 2 more rounds. All right, finishing with the reverse crunch. All right, 3, 2. All right, here we go, guys. Let's do it. So lower, bring the legs up. Now tuck the tailbone, reverse crunch, lower. So a lot of ways to modulate this, a lot of ways to make it harder, or not necessarily make it harder, but so that you can feel it. Like, oh yeah, those are the muscles I'm working. So really good to separate the core this way, where you're using more of your, I hate to say the lower abs because it's not really what it is, but you are, go ahead and rest. One part of your abs is staying still while the other side is doing more of the movement. That's what I mean. Okay, last one. Here we go. 3, 2. Okay, lower. Tuck the tailbone. Lift. Lower. All right. Oh, you guys feeling that yet? Lower. Scoop the tailbone. 10 seconds. Almost there. All right, so good. Okay, so that was the end of our workout. Let's go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Bring both knees to your right and stretch your left arm out to your left and look at your left hand. I'm just gonna do a light stretch to finish up here. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Look over at your right hand. Back to center, roll, go ahead and roll it up. All right, well, that is the end of our core balance. Again, it's a quick workout. Thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome ride that you're gonna have, whether it's later tomorrow or this weekend.